Hey, what's up, guys? It's JRPG Console with an actual video showing my face. It's been a while, and not only that, I kind of want to do better quality sometimes because unfortunately my editor requires me to use the password, and I have no idea what the password is. I haven't been bothered to find out. So, the reason I'm making this video is because I see people damage control for Hi-Fi Rush, and honestly, it's not acceptable in today's age. And I want to preface something, okay? I don't think it's just people's issue with the game being locked at 30 frames per second. It's the fact that Microsoft promised you that you will get better performance, 4K ray tracing, whatever the fuck they said, right? And if they're breaking their promise to you, then basically it's a scam. you know, like, and this is a first party title. This isn't a third party title. This is a technically, if you want to call it an exclusive, if you want to go that route, and it's not acceptable. I'm sorry, if we're buying these consoles with the promise of better performance, why are we still stuck at 30 frames per second? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, and people need to actually call out this shit. And to those that keep damage controlling the game, I mean, go ahead. Really, you're trying to save face at this point, and it's not going to work. People aren't going to call you out. You know, I'm just going to name one YouTuber, and only to say that he's damage controlling it. I'm not going to like make an actual video response to him, but the Canadian gamer tried so hard to defend this game, and I just saw him get completely blasted and destroyed on YouTube. And his arguments are a straw man argument. And that's the worst kind of argument you can have is when you try and use straw man fallacies to try and get your point across. It's not going to work. It has been far too long since console games have done 30 frames per second. Like, okay, I understand the PS3 and 360 era. The technology was just starting to improve. Okay, I get why the most of the games were stuck and locked at 30 frames per second. PS4, I could kind of excuse it a little because the PS4 and the Xbox One were just starting to try and mimic what the PC was doing, so I could kind of give it a little leanway, even though I think it's bullshit that certain games don't even stay locked at 30 frames per second. They actually get dipped below to like 20s, which is absolutely unacceptable. But we're still here in current year. These new consoles are out, and we're still getting games at 30 frames per second. Why? What's the excuse? Especially when you're paying $70+ you know, and I'll give you a perspective how expensive that is in Canada. After tax, that's like $90 to $100 Canadian. If I'm paying you that much for a new game, I expect the highest quality. That should be a standard for every game that I buy. You know, if I'm giving you so much money out of my own damn pocket, you best believe I better get what I paid for, because if I don't get what I paid for, I'm not buying it. And no, I don't pirate games. I never been an advocacy for pirating games myself. I still don't recommend it because these companies could maybe use an excuse to put de novo, that stupid DRM in their games. So I don't think it's a perfectly acceptable reason to get to pirate games, even if they're bad ports. Just don't give them their money. That's it. That's the only thing they're going to learn. But unfortunately, people are making the same mistakes. You know that quote, what is it? We are doomed to learn. If we do not learn from the past, we are doomed to repeat it. Something along those lines. And look at exactly what's going on today. By the way, let me look at that. Okay, 6 minutes. I'm still good. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. That exactly applies to what's going on today, especially the entertainment industry. And I want people to keep calling these companies out. I want people to keep boycotting and not giving their money, because we all deserve what we pay for. If restaurants have to be held to a certain standard, why can't the video game industry? Why do they get a pass? Oh, because it's just a hobby? It doesn't matter. We're giving you this. We expect the best quality in return. There's no argument or debate about it. We should be getting what we paid for. I made a video about Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and it's unfortunate because people have to deal with performance issues and some glitches, and this should be yet another lesson why people cannot pre-order games from third-party companies like AAA. There's maybe a few exceptional AAA games like Capcom and From Software. You could totally trust that your money will actually be worth the investment spent. I can't say the same for Ubisoft, EA, Activision, Blizzard. You know, those companies. So, yeah, my opinion about this Redfall situation is it's not acceptable. The game should be at 60 frames per second. Why couldn't they just delay it and just patch in the 60 frames per second? I rest my case. Doesn't matter if it's single player or it's multiplayer. Doesn't matter. We should be getting a standard. Like, for crying out loud, the people that created Neo, they gave you an option to lower the resolution, and you get 60 frames per second. Why can't these other companies offer this shit? I don't understand. It's not that hard. If I have to lower my resolution to get a better overall frame rate, I will do that, because I know that frame rate is very, very important. It goes without saying. So I want you to leave your thoughts below about this Redfall situation. I think it's completely unacceptable. And I just am tired of console fanboys trying to defend bad business practices. They need to shut the fuck up, because we deserve our value, our bang for our buck. If these stupid fanboys want to go shill out and just throw money down the toilet, okay, that's fine. But majority of gamers, we don't want our money thrown into the toilet. We want what we pay for. Okay? It's that simple. Well, anyways, thought I'd make a video about this, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.